So higher order derivatives class. So I've discussed yung about sa derivative nung last time. Yes, nung last time. Last week, Thursday. So we will talk about higher order derivatives and the chain rule. So here are our learning outcomes for today. So compute higher order derivatives of functions and then illustrate the chain rule of differentiation. Solve problems using the chain rule. Okay? So first, yung about sa higher order derivatives muna. Okay, so we have discussed class yung derivative, di ba? There are different differentiation rules na pwedeng magamit to get the derivative class. So no need to use yung long method. So you can always use yung differentiation rules natin para mas mabilis. Okay? So for example, this one, ito yung original function natin and then this one is yung derivative. Or to be specific, this is the first derivative class. Actually, this first derivative class is again differentiable. So pwede pa siyang i-differentiate, di ba? Since function din siya. So ang tawag ng class is second derivative. That is why this is called higher derivatives. So kung i-derive mo yan, so di ba first derivative, using the rules, power rule. So na-master na ba yung power rule? So bring down yung 4 and then minus 1 for x cubed. Bring down yung 3. If may constant, i-multiply doon. So 3 times 3, that is 9, minus 1. Kaya 2. Derivative pag ganito, kapag x lang, yung coefficient ng x, negative 4. Derivative ng 2 ay derivative ng constant is always 0 class. So ito yung first derivative. Ito yung kinukuha natin, di ba? Lagi. Pero possible na ipakuha sa inyo yung second derivative. Okay, so second derivative is, so differentiate mo lang. Wala naman pinagbago. There is no another formula. So you just need to differentiate again the previous derivative. So ito, i-derive mo lang ulit to. So 12x cubed, 12x squared minus 1. Then this one, 2 times 9, so 18 minus 1. So x. Derivative nito is 0. So this is what we call second derivative class. Second derivative class, merong application nito actually. But we will not discuss sa basic calculus. Okay? So sa ano yan, let's leave it sa college calculus nyo na. Diba? So sa mga engineering dyan or any science courses or math courses, more or less meron kayong calculus subject. Okay? So yung course natin ngayon is yung basic pa lang. Kaya nga basic calculus. So again, so first derivative class, ito. So ito yung designation ng first derivative. Ito yung kinukuha natin from our function, first derivative. Then kapag second derivative class, lagyan mo lang ng double prime. So pare-pareho lang yung notation ng class or symbols. The same lang. Then third derivative, tatlong prime. And then kung meron pang fourth, so lagay mo lang 4 or the Roman numeral 4. Pag 5, fifth derivative, pwedeng yung v na lang, yung Roman numeral class. So therefore, ito yung general na symbol natin. So depende, let's say 12 derivative, pwede mong palitan ng 12. 12 na lang. Kasi ang hassle naman kung mag-hyphen ka ng 12, di ba? Okay? So yung idea, yung concept nito class, you just have to derive. So first derivative and then derive mo 'yon. That is what we call second derivative. Pag dinerive yung second derivative, we have the third derivative and so on. Okay? So remark. So yung original function natin, pwede natin i-symbolize as this one. So 0 since siya yung starting point. And then yung tawag dun sa n na yun class is the order. Kaya nga higher order derivatives. Okay? So kung 5 ito, so fifth derivative, that is, yung order niya is 5. Okay. Example. So find the fourth derivative of the function. So this is a polynomial function. So solution, differentiate the function repeatedly. Okay? So kung fourth derivative, ibig sabihin, ganito. Derive ito, then derive ulit, derive. Hanggang makuha yung pinapakuha. First derivative class, so power rule, 5x to the fourth minus 12x cubed plus 6x squared minus 2x plus 4. Constant is, derivative ng constant is 0. So class, again, may nalilito pa ba sa power rule? So I don't need to discuss again and again kung paano nakuha to. For example, in this case, derive ulit, bring down, if may constant, i-multiply. Diba? So 5 times 4, 20 minus 1. This one, bring down, 3 times 12, 36. Minus 1, 3 minus 1 is 2. Then 12x, kapag ganito, kunin mo lang yung coefficient. Paano nakuha yung 4 sa dulo? Derivative nito. Ayan. Kapag x lang class, kunin nyo lang yung constant niya. Yung coefficient, numerical coefficient. And that is the answer. Okay? Kaya dito, derivative nito is negative 2. Derivative ng constant is 0. Okay? So wala kayong ilalagay. Yes, tama. X raised to 0, kaya magiging 1. Yes. Ito ba? Pag constant. Na-explain natin kung bakit ito ba yung 4. So kung 4, tama yung sinasabi. X, 1 minus 1, so 0. X raised to 0 is 1. Kaya naging 4. And then again, third derivative, 60x squared minus 72x and then 12. Then this one, 120x minus 72. So ito na yung, so tigil ka na kapag nasa fourth derivative. Kasi yun lang naman pinapakuha. Number 2, first and second derivative of this function. So anong gagamitin dito? Kapag ganito class, product of two functions. So product rule. Okay? So recalling product rule class, copy the first function, multiply sa derivative. This is the designation of derivative of a certain function with respect to x. And then plus kapag product rule, copy yung second multiplied by the derivative ng una. Okay? So that is the standard format. Pero you can start with here if you want and then derivative nun basta alternate sila. Okay? And then derive. Copy. Derivative nito is 2x minus 3. Copy. Derivative nito is 6x. 0. And then, so na-derive na dito, sa part na to is just simplification. Okay? FOIL method. This one, 6x cubed. This one, minus 9x squared. And then 8x. And then 12. And then this one, distribute. 6x cubed minus 18x squared. Yes, this is distributive property or distributive property. Depende sa sinasagutan. Okay? And then simplify. 12x cubed. This one. Negative 27x squared. Negative 8x plus 12. Then second derivative, derive lang ulit itong previous na derivative. So 36x squared minus 27 times 2, 54 minus 1, then negative 8, 0. So this is the answer. Paano po nakuha yung 18? Where's the 18? Ito, negative 3x times 6x. So negative 18x squared. Ayan, distribute. So this is the final answer, class. FOIL method, class. FOIL method, di ba? 3x squared, 6x cubed, ito, negative 9x squared, minus 8x plus 12. Okay? Walang fraction dito. Okay, next. Number 3. How about this one? We will use quotient rule. So, paano yung quotient rule, class? Square the denominator, copy for the numerator, copy the denominator, derivative nung numerator. Then, please remember kapag quotient rule, minus. Product rule, plus. Minus numerator, and then derivative ng denominator. Class, this is rules ha. So it's like formula na kailangan sundan. So x squared plus 4, derivative nito is 3 minus copy. Derivative nito, class, is 2x. Okay? And then distribute. 3x squared plus 12. And then this will be 6x squared. And then ito magiging 10x, di ba? May negative doon, so distribute also the negative. That's why negative, negative. Then square. Simplify. 12 minus 10x. 3 minus 6 is negative 3. Ayan. So this is the first derivative class. Pinapakuha is yung second derivative. So from the previous, ito yung derivative niya. So we can expand this one, squaring the binomial. So x to the fourth plus 8x squared plus 16. Class, you have to review your algebra here. Okay. And then again, quotient. Pwede po mauna yung 3x squared. Pwede naman. Pwede naman. Ano lang to, yung inuna lang niya is yung constant. Pero it doesn't matter if kung ano yung arrangement mo. Okay, square. Square ng quotient. Okay? And then, again, quotient rule ito. Copy the denominator, derivative ng numerator, minus copy yung numerator, derivative ng denominator. So again, yun yung rule natin. Then derive. Copy. Derive nito, derivative nito is negative 10 minus power rule 6x minus copy derivative of this one power rule 4x cubed plus 16x 8 times 2 then 0. Okay? And then this one, so hindi na pinakita yung simplification. So this is the final answer. So yung gagawin dyan, class, is of course distribute this one. Ayan, distribute nyo each. Actually, i-multiply ito. Distribute and this one. Distribute. Okay? So this is the final answer. Then square. Okay? So I will leave this kung paano nakuha to, class. So this is algebra. Okay? Number 4, find the third derivative of the function. This is our function. So meron na siyang e. Okay? So for this function, class, so this is actually sum and difference ng mga functions, di ba? So ibig sabihin, i-derive natin each function. So first dito, so for the first derivative, ito, class, is product rule. Negative 4x squared multiplied by e raised to x. Di ba? So copy the first term. Derivative ng e raised to x, class, is e raised to x. From the previous lesson natin, di ba? And then copy e raised to x. Derivative ng negative 4x squared is negative 8x. Okay? So ito yung derivative ng, class. Then this one, product rule ulit. 5x, bali 5x multiplied by e raised to x. Okay? 5x, derivative ng e raised to x is e raised to x. Plus, copy yung e raised to x, derivative ng 5x is 5. Okay? And then this one, derivative nito is minus 10, since constant, i-multiply sa derivative ng e raised to x. So e raised to x. Okay? And then simplify. So magiging negative 4x squared e raised to x dito. Then paano nakuha to, class? So the same terms ito, yung merong x. So plus 5 minus 8. That is negative 3. The same terms ito, negative 10 plus 5 is negative 5. Okay? And then these are factorable by e raised to x. Factor. So negative, factor out yung e raised to x. So maiwan si negative 4x squared minus 3x minus 5. Second derivative, so product rule ulit. Paano po hindi naging 0 yung negative tensor? This one, class, is hindi ito solely constant, di ba? So kasama siya ng e raised to x. Magiging 0 lang kapag constant lang. Pag negative 10 lang ito, wala siyang kasama. Okay? So again, product rule. So copy e raised to x from here, sorry. So from here, product rule, copy yung e raised to x and then derivative nito. Second derivative ito, class. Derivative nito is negative 8x minus 3. So ito yung sinasabi ko, dito siya mag-0. Kapag constant solely, so constant alone lang siya. Ayan. So 0 yon. Plus, copy this one. And then derivative ng e raised to x is e raised to x. Okay? Basta pag may nakita kayong e raised to x, class, for the formula from the rule na na-discuss natin last time, yung derivative nun is e raised to x. I think for this lesson, I mean, yung dito sa course natin, ito lang yung, well, as far as dun sa mga nakita ko, so ito lang yung kapag e na given, ito lang yung diniderive na nakita ko so far. So derivative ng e raised to x is e raised to x. Okay? So do not forget that. So copy, and then derivative ng e raised to x is e raised to x. Okay? And then simplify. Again, factorable by e raised to x. So that is why naging, so from here, di ba pag finactor out yan, class, so mag-add ito. So magiging negative 4x squared, negative 8x minus 3x is negative 11x. Negative 3 minus 5 is negative 8. Okay? And then, this one, product rule, copy the first term, derivative ng second term. So that is, this is for the third derivative, class. Negative 8x minus 11 plus this one, then derivative ulit ng e raised to x. So e raised to x, simplify. Again, factorable. So factoring, i-factor out yung e raised to x. So magiging negative 4x squared, negative 8x minus 11x is negative 19x. And then negative 11 minus 8 is negative 19. Okay? Okay, so I think that's the final answer. Third derivative. Ayan. So this is the final answer. Okay? So no need to get the fourth derivative. Okay? Fifth derivative nito. Ito, medyo mahaba to. So first, again, derivative ng e raised to x is e raised to x class. Take note. From here, so meron trigo. Product rule. E raised to x, derivative ng sine x is cosine x. Okay? And then plus sine x, derivative ng e raised to x is e raised to x. Minus 3. So dito class, finactor, so nilabas yung constant na 3. Okay? And then e raised to x multiplied by cosine x, that is product rule. So e raised to x, derivative ng cosine x is negative sine x. Okay? So remember yung trigo, derivatives of trigo functions. So derivative ng sine x class is cosine x. Derivative ng cosine x is negative sine x. So remember those two. Okay, derivative ng, again, copy yung e raised to x. Derivative ng cosine x is negative sine x. Plus cosine x, derivative ng e raised to x is e raised to x. Okay? And then simplify. Simplify. So magiging ganito siya. Then this one plus 3e raised to x sine x. So basically, pinag-dikit lang. Diba? Since multiplication. And then this one, distribute yung 3 dito, negative 3. Ayan. Diba kapag magkadikit class, that would mean product. And then factoring, e raised to x, since pare-parehong merong e raised to x class. Ngayon, this one, the same terms. Ito, di ba pag pinactor out yung e raised to x, so may iwan yung sine x dito. 3 plus 1 is 4 sine x. And then 1 minus 3, that is negative 2. Okay? So this is the first derivative. Then second derivative class, again, product rule. So e raised to x, and then derivative of this one is 4. Derivative ng sine x is cosine x minus 2. Derivative ng cosine x is negative sine x. Okay? Plus copy, derivative ng e raised to x is e raised to x. Then factoring e raised to x, add yung mga cosine. So 4 minus 2, that is 2. 2 plus 4 is 6. Okay, from here, derive ulit ito. So e raised to x, derivative ng nito is 2. And then derivative ng cosine x is negative sine x. And then magiging plus 6, derivative ng sine x is cosine x. Plus this one, copy. And then derivative ng e raised to x is e raised to x. And then factoring ulit yung e raised to x. Ngayon, add similar terms. So negative 2 plus 6, That is 4. 6 plus 2 is 8. Fourth derivative, again, product rule. As you can see, yung pattern is just similar. So, e raised to x, copy. Derivative nito, 8. Derivative ng cosine x is negative sine x plus 4. Derivative ng sine x is cosine x plus, copy. Derivative ng e raised to x is e raised to x. Again, factoring yung e raised to x, add similar terms. Negative 8 plus 4 is negative 4. 4 plus 8 is 12. From here, again, product rule, e raised to x, 12. So constant, copy yung constant, multiply sa derivative ng cosine x is negative sine x. Minus 4, derivative ng sine x is cosine x. Plus, copy this 1. And then, derivative ng e raised to x is e raised to x. And then, e raised to x, simplify. Negative 12 minus 4, negative 16. Negative 4 plus 12 is 8. So this is the final answer, class. For the fifth derivative, ayan. Okay, let's move on sa chain rule, class. So yun yung sa higher derivative class. So yung concept lang doon is derive mo lang yung previous derivative. Depende dun sa order. Okay, doon ka mag-stop. How about the chain rule? So for the chain rule, class, so we have here yung generalized power rule. So yung chain rule, class, is just like this one, yung generalized power rule. To answer yung mga ganitong klaseng function, like in this case, class, if you will use yung power rule na na-discuss natin, we will bring down this one, di ba? 5. And then minus 1. 4. And then stop na tayo doon. Pero kapag ganito yung given, class, hindi, kumbaga, incorrect yung sagot na yon. Meron ka pang kailangan i-multiply. Okay? So sige, discuss na natin yon. So di ba sa power rule before, bring down yung 5 and then minus 1, doon na tayo mag-stop. Pero merong kulang. Kapag ganitong klaseng function, class, ibig sabihin, polynomial sa loob and then naka-raise siya. Kailangan mo pang i-multiply yung derivative ng nasa loob, class. In this case, derivative nito. Okay? So therefore, hindi lang ito yung sagot natin. Kailangan i-multiply mo pa siya sa derivative ng nasa loob ng parenthesis. Yun yung tandaan nyo. So derivative ng nasa loob ng parenthesis is 6x plus 4. So this is the final answer. Therefore, class, yung formula natin dito is, ito yung tandaan nyo sa power rule na lang. So bring down yung n and then minus 1 and then i-multiply pa sa derivative ng nasa loob. Di ba dito, class, yung 3x squared, kapag pinower rule natin ito, 6x. Yung x na yon, it's like yung nasa loob ng parenthesis, di ba? Derivative ng x is 1. Therefore, yun pa rin yung sagot, di ba? Pero kapag ganito class, yung mahaba yung nasa loob ng parenthesis, so polynomial siya, polynomial function. So, do not forget to multiply yung derivative ng nasa loob. Okay? Another example. This one. So kapag square root class, nasabi ko na before, that is equivalent to raised to 1/2. Diba? So kapag i-derive nyo ito class, bring down yung 1/2 minus 1. Diba? Kapag power rule yung simpleng power rule, stop na tayo dito, diba? Pero kasi dito class, it is a polynomial function. Okay? So, kailangan mo pang i-derive yung nasa loob niya. I-multiply mo. So, derivative ng nasa loob, which is, wala lang plus dito class. So, derivative nito is 9x squared plus 4. So, you need to multiply doon. Okay? So, do not forget yan. Kapag ganito yung sinasagutan nyo. Okay? So, final answer would be 9x squared plus 4. Ngayon, kung negative 1/2 to class, you can bring down para maging positive. So, the final answer is this one. Okay? So, another. How about kapag trigo? Kapag trigo class, so meron siyang power. So, you can also use yung power rule natin, generalized power rule. So, bring down yung 2 minus 1. Ngayon class, meron pa siya sa loob. So, derivative, kailangan mo pang i-multiply yung nasa loob. Do not forget. So, derivative ng sine 3x class is dito tayo. So, designation, derivative ng sine 3x. Derivative ng sine 3x is cosine 3x. And then class, kailangan mo pa ulit i-derive yung dito. Derivative ng 3x is 3. Diba? Kung x ito class, kung cosine x lang ito, times 1 lang. Kaya parang hindi natin napapansin. Pero kung merong constant ito, kung merong kasamang constant yan, derivative nito is yung constant, di ba? That's why multiplied by 3. Okay? And then simplify. 2 times 3 is 6. And then copy. So this is the final answer. Okay? Another. For this one, bring down 3, then 3 minus 1 is 2. And then derivative ng 3x squared minus 5 is 6x. 6x multiplied by 3 is 18x. And then multiply dito. So this is the final answer.